Are there, I don't think there are, but if there's any marketing people in the room, what I'm going to do next, don't take it personally, but engineers and marketing people, you know, we don't see eye to eye so much because, well, they tend to lie. No, that's not correct. They just fudge data. That's much different than lying. Here, actually, I had this debate once between whether engineers dislike salespeople or marketing people more, and here's how I see it, sales and marketing. Marketing people know when they lie, salespeople don't. They don't. Salespeople just know yes. Yeah, we can do that, no problem, yeah.
Hey there, I am Don McMillan, and you have found Comedy in Place, the comedy show that comes to you from my office right here in my home in Southern California. I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for joining us. Today, I thought I would share with you a corporate joke. And what's a joke? Well, in the comedy world, to us comics, a joke is like a joke you would tell your friends. Like, hey, tell me a joke, and it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's a joke. When you go see a live stand-up comedy show, you go and your friends ask, how was the show? And you go, well, it was really funny, and we laughed. Well, tell us one of his jokes. Well, he didn't really tell jokes, because we kind of just talk off the top of our head, share our feelings. There's no jokes, but I do write jokes now and then. I thought I'd share one with you today that you can then share with your friends. So I'll be sharing that in just a second. In the meantime, at the end of today's show, there's another corporate joke that I filmed in front of a live studio audience. So I know those people are laughing. I know that one's funny in case this one isn't, because I don't know. I can't hear you. But stick around for that at the end of the show. But here comes today's Comedy in Place corporate joke, which I wrote, I believe it was 2016. I did the ASCE, the American Society of Civil Engineers annual convention. Yeah, I get all the greatest gigs. It was a great gig. About 1,000 civil engineers in New York City. And I wrote this joke just for them. Here's how it goes. So 3 engineers are in a car, a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer, and a civil engineer. And they're driving across the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. And halfway across the bridge, the car just stops, just breaks down, halts. Everybody, the traffic is jamming. People are honking their horns. It's horrible. And then the engineers are all looking at each other. And finally, the mechanical engineer says, well, I designed the drivetrain on this car, and I checked it 1,000,000 times. I know what I'm doing. I've designed so many cars, and I know it can't be a mechanical engineering problem. It's not a mechanical engineering problem. And the electrical engineer says, well, I designed the computer systems in this car and the electrical system, and we tested it, completely, and it is definitely not an electrical engineering problem. And both those engineers look at the civil engineer and go, well, and the civil engineer says, what are you guys talking about? I designed the bridge, and it's still working. Come on, that is a great civil engineering joke. Trust me, you tell that joke to a civil engineer, they will laugh. Well, as much as civil engineers can laugh, but they will love it. Trust me. That's it for the Comedy in Place segment. Stick around. Another joke coming up, filmed in front of a live studio audience, so stick around for that. In the meantime, stay healthy, keep laughing, and here comes your video.
And a quick story before I get to my act. This was told to me by a professor friend of mine at Stanford, actually, who said there was this marketing professor who gave his class a little assignment. He wanted to go measure this flagpole that was out in the quad, and all he gave him was this tiny little tape measure, and it was a huge flagpole. So the whole class goes out, and they're standing around this flagpole trying to figure out how to get to the top of it, and how we're going to measure it with only this little tape measure, and nobody's getting anything done. Thank God an engineer wanders by after like 20 minutes and says, what's the problem? And they're saying, well, try to figure out how high this flagpole is. So the engineer looks at the pole, he walks over, pulls the pole out of the ground, lays it down, measures it from end to end in pieces, says it's 96 feet 5 inches tall, puts it back in the ground, and he walks off. And one marketing person looks at the other and goes, man, how useless was he? We wanted the height, he gave us the width.